Wait for it to pop up my phone. Hello, I am Interior Titan, and I would like to welcome you to BRL Round 16 at Sinapore. I am joined with Q-Man, and tonight we are gonna be calming the uh, Tier 5 race.
Yes, should be an exciting, fun race. Um, we do have a couple new drivers here, Tier 5. See what they could do here.
Make sure I get everything up. So as we wait for a driver to come out, how's your experience with this track, Q-Man?
I am not so great at street track, so, I've been practicing here all week. Been struggling to find some speed, so I don't have that much experience here, but, yeah, not so great with street tracks this season so far.
So yeah, it looks like we have the Merc of Watchmen, and I'm guessing that is the Haas of Butters. Butters being one of the midfield drivers here in Tier 5, definitely been showing pace the last few races. Definitely has upgraded uh, comf- his ability to drive compared to everybody else, and we have somebody new that joined. That I have no idea who did. Watchman, which I believe is near the top of the drivers' championship, followed by looks like Ron Swanson, and by our points leader at Hunt House.
Now the new driver I was talking about a little bit ago, Kai Wilding, won, which he is actually going on now. Rapid F1 in the racing points, and Jane in AlphaTauri. So yeah,
So,
let's see
Q-Man,
what
let's say
these guys can do.
yeah. So let's say you're qualifying now. Do you go all out with these softs at the beginning, or do you try to go easy, set a banker lap in, and then try to see what time you can set on those mediums, trying to get on the, I guess, better strategy of, isn't it, to medium to hard?
Yeah, you could do medium hards, but the hards aren't that great on this track with Singapore, so I say just go all out on these softs and do like a strategy soft to mediums, soft medium medium, or if they will, medium to hard.
This track is definitely one of the more trickier tracks, just like how Monaco is, where you can lose your front wing really easy with all 23 corners of this track. As we're on board with Butters coming through this sector 2, being his teammate of Mike.
Now Singapore does definitely has a high chance, most likely to rain, then and dry. So let's see if we can see if rain comes into play here in the race.
Yeah, we really don't have any indicators if it rains up here in the box, just because it's night, so can't really see if it gets cloudy. And as I was talking, Butters hits a 137.2 to set down a banker lap. And the next one to come through is Watchman, and he sets a 137 flat. So
Oh.
Definitely, it's going to seem like a close quali. As Battle Hunt House sets a 137.8, and Ron Swanson looks like he either spun or he just didn't like that lap. As I was about to say, the next one to come in was going to be Gas Smoking, but it looks like he invalidated. And Zach the Beast is going to be the next one that will complete a lap. And he will set the charts at a 136.3, definitely setting the bar. So it looks like Zach the Beast will try to be starting on those softs, unless he has some ungodly pace on those mediums. We do have a slow Ferrari, and it looks like a AlphaTauri coming out of the pit lane.
Mike sets a 139.6, which puts him in P6.
So yeah, definitely a small group today in Tier 5, but definitely not going to take away from the crazy start with Singapore's first 3 corners coming at you almost instantly. And definitely got to be a tight one as Caesar goes up to P5 with a purple sector 3 with a 137.5.
And Books is actually saying maybe a banker lap on his mediums, or trying to go. Yeah, I think he's saying a banker lap on the mediums.
Yeah. He could be out of practice and he's just trying to learn the track as much as he can.
Could be so.
But that's a purple sector too, so you never know. Books across the line with the mediums at a 138.3. The mediums are about 6 to 7 tenths slower around this track, naturally, right?
I suppose it is.
Yeah, so definitely a time that you can be proud in with those mediums if you're trying to set a banker. And looks like one of the newer drivers in Wildly. Wildly?
I'm just gonna call him Kai.
Guy? Yeah, that's probably gonna be easier on my voice. Rallying the Ferrari. See what he can prove tonight. Nice and neat. Looking really fast. As we have looks like a slow Merc and Books into Sector 2. And looks like one of the not slingshot. So yeah, the next one to settle lap time will be Cali. Kai. Oh, goodness, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name. Coming around a 137.8, putting him right behind the Alfa Romeo of Caesar. So Q-Man, for your strategy, are you going to try to go as aggressive as possible, or do you want to set a very conservative, trying to let the race come to you strategy here?
If you want to go on a more conservative strategy, it'd be like either mediums to hearts, something like that. Or more on like an aggressive strategy, you can go on soft and medium, if you suppose. Or you could do soft to hearts. Drag it all the way to the end with those
Yeah, while
hearts.
you were talking, as Aptid, Aptid, I don't know. The Racing Point did a 136.4, putting Zach DeBees on notice that there is somebody that can match his quality, match his time, and pretty sure he can get more out of the tank, as he has a purple sector 1, so looks like he's not slowing down.
Guess we'll go
Watchman
about a
has
day his lap. Oh,
Oof.
he's around.
So yeah, Gas Milky needs to either take his car to the pits, or what he needs to do is hopefully pull off those tires and go for another lap if he does not have any wing damage.
Well, he does have a lot. He pounded that wall. No wing at all.
So yeah, so he needs to get to the pits as fast as possible and try to put in one really good lap. As Butters shoots up the board at a 136.4. So looks like the low 36s is where we're going to see our pole time at. As Watchman goes about 3/10 faster, he needs to keep that up through all the sectors here.
Watchman sets up purple sector 2 and validates.
Ugh. So Watchman's probably got to come in because the low fuel light is blinking, so he will be coming in. And next one I believe that will be able to set a lap right now is going to be Mike. Mary J's stuff. Is it Mary Jan, or are we just going to call her Mary J? But Mary J is a new driver as well, I believe. Definitely showing pace, being in the top 5. So both new drivers showing that they want to compete. So Mike abandoned his lap. Ooh, Mary ran a bit wide coming out of that slow left-hander. That's a purple sector 2, but just barely up on her time.
See if this will be a fast lap.
Yeah, Mary will probably set a faster lap, and she does by a 10th, which is barely behind Watchman. So if she wants to, it seems like she has enough fuel in the tank to do another push lap here, or she can just come in the pits and retire because I don't think there's enough time on the clock for him or her to go around another one. As looks like Bad Hunt House, our championship leader, coming around sector 2. Looking fast, looking nice. Yeah. Coming around, Willie set a fast second sector. Yeah, up by 6/10, so that will jump him up to P6, but he needs to go a bit faster here through the last sector. As Bad Hunting House does go faster than Mary, so P4 separated by less than 1/10 of a second, definitely tight. So is the top 3 is all separated by 1/10. So definitely some clumps of pace here. As the next one to set a lap is not Mary because she keeps saying I don't know. It's coming in as Watchman will start his lap, and it looks like it will be the Haas of Butters coming around to start his lap. And nice job, Heatwave, for getting 500 stream points. So that looks like the very slow moving Merc from Books, allowing what it looks like to be Zach to come around the final corner on a flying lap, and he goes 4/10 faster, breaking into the 35s.
Nice lap.
Wow. And Kai pushing in with the P4 battle under a 10th, so definitely tight there. And we have a slow-moving Red Bull of Bad Hunt House, so
Ron goes up to P9.
He did inbound. Nice, good job, Ron. So he's probably gearing up for another lap. Oh no, he's on low fuel mode, so probably misjudged how much fuel he needed in that car. Books on the mediums, but has a broken wing, so I don't think he's gonna improve anytime. So, well, as our qualifying ends, I think the only one that's gonna be on a lap right now is one of the Racing Points just barely going under 35, going up in the front row. Does Butters have anything to say about it? Which I think he will be the last one to set a time. 2 seconds off his time, so I don't think he can improve, and he just got to settle for P3. I honestly don't think Watchman will be on a time, as it looks like we have a pack of 3 cars in front of him.
Watchman can get a faster lap on the medium stand. He's probably going to do the medium to hard strategy, the more conservative side strategy.
Yeah, definitely, and with the chaos of lap 1, he could get free spots off of that, off of everybody pitting off those
loses an end plate.
Off those softs, and he does lose an end plate, so that will affect his time. But will he keep the car straight?
On pits.
Yeah, I got you, Heatwave. No, he just comes in the pits. So I don't think Butters will improve. Yeah, he will not. So that's probably our quali over. Yeah, that's our qualifying over with Zach the Beast taking pole, and I don't think my brain can say your name. I'm so sorry. So
I think it's pronounced Aphid or something. Aphid or
yeah,
Aphid.
and yeah, it, if we can't figure it out by mid race time, I'm just gonna start calling him F1. I'm sorry. I might just Google Translate it.
Well, the rest of your qualifying
Yeah.
order will be Virus in P3, Watchman in P4, and Kai running up the top five.
Yeah.
Not a decent qualifying for Red Bull, with Battle House in P6 and Gaspoken in P10. I believe you're actually in the lead of the constructors.
Yeah, they took the lead after last week's really good finish from both Red Bulls at Monza. So yeah, definitely, and it's a big change from Monza to here, just going from one of the fastest circuits to one of the most tight and technical. As we go down the list, we have Zach the Beast setting pole with a 135.9, followed by Aftid. I, I swear I'm gonna say that wrong and say something really bad. Followed by Butters, which is showing a end of the season push. Followed by Watchman, Kai, Bad Hunt House, Mary, Caesar, Ron, Gas, Books, Slingshot, and Mike.
Book's going
So
on
yeah,
in the mediums. He's actually going to do the maybe the medium
well,
the hard strategy. He's gonna do the conservative strategy. Everyone else going on the opposite
well yeah,
strategy. Yes, and
well yeah, and plus Books is outside the top 10, so he could decide to go on those softs and just try to recover what race he has. As we wait for everybody to load in, we will see which everybody's tires on, and it looks like Books and Slingshot is going for the mediums. So we're just watching the bottom three to see if they will change their tire to a harder compound. And it looks like this will be what tire they're starting on. Top 10 all on softs. Books and Slingshot are the only ones that will be on the harder compound. They will be hoping for a early safety car just so they can move up and just get free positions off of no work. And Mike is hoping to get past both those medium runners. And it's going to be a chaotic first few turns as well, just because it it's not that much of a run up. Everybody's going to be side by side. If you have a bad start, you're going to have somebody on your inside and outside. It's just going to be a whole mess. As we do start our formation lap, and Slingshot is disqualified from the. He's on the soft, so I was lied to. So Mike going to the hards, so he's hoping to make up a bunch of positions just because does not have to pit whatsoever, and he's hoping to have the race come to him. And Books does go on those mediums, as you said.
yeah, before. Oh, sorry. I also wanted to find out was gonna write in the race, but I couldn't do that because my Discord app is currently dying. So
Oh, um, we would ask the drivers, but they're all doing their formation lap, and we don't want them punting each other off the road. So as the formation lap's going, after you saw the quali, who is uh, race your race winner and your driver of the day predictions?
I mean, Zach looking pretty strong here. I mean, winning the points, having a comfortable lead. I think he might get this, but I think maybe Affit is also in a strong position to win this race. But do have to watch out for these are people that went on Monza last weekend, so be definitely watching out for him. And some of the drivers here.
Yeah, the new drivers are definitely something to watch here, just because we just saw their quali pace, and somebody's quali and race pace can be completely different. So my race win prediction, I have to go with my old teammate Butters here. He's been showing consistency. If he can just keep the car straight, keep the wing from breaking, he can probably either get a race win or get P2. And I have to go with probably Ron Swanson for my driver of the day, just because his race pace is almost 5 times as fast as his quali. He's super dangerous when he needs to move. As we have the grid forming up, and we are about to start the Singapore Grand Prix. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are off. Everybody looks like they have a decent start. There's the predicted strategy, and it looks like Watchman gets an amazing start off of Afton and almost passed both Butters and Afton in turn 1, but looks like he is backed off. Zach has an amazing start and almost has a full second lead, and it looks like everybody is staying off each other. I don't see any end plates flying off near me yet off the back. And it looks like Butters is going to try to make the move on Afton for P2, and it looks like he will get it done. He will, and Watchman and Afton touch. Looks like no wing damage was dealt, but
ran into back of Kai. I think he lost an input, maybe. I'm not sure, but it was a little bit more.
No, his wing looks fine, so it could be lime green, and everybody's keeping it clean here. Wow, definitely nice and clean. As Zach the Beast has almost checked out from the race, as Butters has almost a full second to make up front to Zach. As he does get, come on buddy, he does knock off the end plate, so he might be coming into the pits here, or he will be staying out hoping for a safety car soon. Watchman does move up a place following Butters' move on and looks like Asdiv is going to the pits with a broken end plate, so he's going to be losing a bunch of spots. As, wow, I have to say this is probably the first time I have not seen the leaderboard screw up. As Zach the Beast now has a 2-second gap on Butters, and it looks like he's not slowing down.
Minus Affit and Watchman colliding. I think it's a pretty clean race so far.
Yeah, Asdiv and Watchman probably aren't great friends after that, though. That's definitely going to be something interesting to watch at the end of the race. As Books from P11 up to P6. Oh, that's a bad voice crack. But up to P6. Excellent. He's been
we have a racing points around
that is
which is Affit.
Oof. Definitely not the start of the race he wanted. From P2 all the way to P13 with wing damage and almost half the track behind.
Yeah, now I
Zach the Beast has
introduction to his first arrow.
No, Zach the Beast is almost completely checked out from the race, but Butters with the broken end plates keeping him in sight. Watchman's almost looking on a move on Butters, trying to get around him and have some fresh air to chase Zach the Beast down. It looks like he does not have the pace, and Mary J is going in the pits. Does she? Do they have wing damage?
I'm not quite sure. I didn't see any contact. Oh, repairing the wing, so I think she did have some damage.
As gas smoking's around. Oof, and he has to go a full lap around on that broken wing. That's
Yeah, this track
definitely so.
has no grip. Like, it does got grip, but not so much.
Yeah, this track is super unforgiving. This track is like Monaco in a way. You mess up once, your whole race is pretty much over. As Butters, Watchman, and Kai all pretty much nose to tail for P2. Butters kind of is going to be slowing that. Going to be slower than the two behind him just because of that broken wing. Oh my goodness. Boak's looking to make a move on Bad Fun House on those mediums, so those softs are just because how bad the tire durability is here, it's probably falling off their wall. Mike starting in P13s up to P8, so those harder tires definitely looking to be the better tires. Good old Slingshot's keeping his car nice and clean into P9. Caesar, our last week race winners, down to P10, so definitely not the start he wanted. As Ron Swanson's in the pit, so probably another wing change. Oh, no wing change, he's just changing tires, so did he cook his tires too much, or?
These tires can only make 4 to 6 laps, so you might be trying to do like an undercut here or something.
Yeah, that's gonna be a. Yeah, he has a crap ton of clean air in front of him, so he's gotta put a move on, use some of that ERS.
I've been changing cameras from driver to driver, and a lot of these guys are struggling to find grip. They may get loose, almost wrecking or spinning your car off at exits, almost every corner.
And it looks like Butters has finally stabled out the time he's using to Zach. And Kai looking in the cockpit of Watchman's and saying, "Hey, can you please move? I want to have my try on Butters." And Butters loses another end plate on the wall. Or he does lose his end plate on the wall, and I was just hallucinating the first time. So Butters will come in the pits to repair that, repair the wing, and that may allow Kai to pass Watchman here on this back straight.
Meanwhile, the Beast is in a whole different planet right now. Good race for him so far.
Watchman has no ERS now. Kai has a 6% ERS advantage over him, but I don't think that would happen. And Watchman does have a 3-second penalty. And we now see. Oh, okay. I like that little graphic next to the tires.
Little update we got from Grandmasters recently.
Almost like they updated the game or something.
They didn't update the
I
game.
gotta stop being sarcastic. I need to stop being sarcastic about this stuff. I'm gonna get in trouble. And one of these days I'm gonna find out that my game's banned. As Ron Swanson passes Butters. So Ron Swanson definitely making that undercut work on Butters, so good for him. He's made up a spot. Will Zach pit here, or will he stay out for another lap or two? will stay for another lap. Washman looks like he's going to be coming in for a pit stop, and Kai will follow. So Kai doing almost Simon Says here.
For the guys,
And
for the guys that are on the softs here, I think they can extend it to at least 6 laps.
6 laps comfortably, 7 laps if you're feeling lucky. Yeah, Slingshot staying out as well on the 5-lap-old softs, going 5th. So definitely everybody coming out. Everybody's on mediums besides Mary and Mike. Mike making those hards almost work because he's on the back of Books, and Books started on those mediums. So if Mike can get past Books and keep him behind him, he's basically about 5 seconds in front of Books because of how long he can stay on those hards.
Yeah, meanwhile, entries are just posted the fastest lap of the race on the mediums.
And Books gets a 3-second. And definitely it's a bit more tame for time penalties as well, as I would thought too, just because how closed in and weird the track limits are on this track. So definitely tamer, as looks like Zach the Beast will be coming in the pits this lap. Will Bad Hunt House follow or stay out? He will follow into the pits. So this will allow Books to take the lead. Or he comes in the pits. That's really early for those.
Let's see if Slingshot comes in here.
Slingshot should come in.
Stays out.
Unless he's been taking how good do those tires look? Yeah, they look okay, but they don't look happy. As he goes wide and allows Kai through.
Yeah, he almost lost it there.
So looks like Kai caught up to Back the Beast as well. Almost did a undercut.
Yeah.
Who's in front of What happened to Watchman? And Butters has a 3 seconds as well.
Yeah, Slingshot has
Kai's
this
undercut almost
time.
working. Yeah, he has to come in this lap or he's on serious risk of getting a puncture on those tires. So he's probably trying to stretch those out so he can go on probably a long medium stint to go to a last
Yeah, he has
long
Ron
soft
Swan.
stint.
He has Ron Swanson and Butters behind him.
Yeah, Ron Swanson making a really good move in a place where you normally don't see a move. Trying to catch up to Kai, and Butters gets stuck behind Slingshot, but gets a better run out of the corner and will make a good move on him.
It's up and running.
So it looks like it. Yeah, so this track not good for the Red Bulls.
Doesn't have a lead. So when he just lost an in-play on his slow side.
As Kai does set a fastest lap. He did drop back about half a second on Zach, and as Slingshot's now heading into the pits. Took really good care of those tires. Now I would guess he will be going on the mediums, as he will be going on the medium, so probably going to soft medium. As Bad Hunt House will be going on mediums and putting on a brand new wing. As Mike went from P13 to P1, he's in the lead, but Zach the Beast is like chipping away on his lead.
Yeah, he is doing a completely opposite strategy these guys are doing. Moving hards to softs maybe, or hard to mediums.
Yeah, so Mike and Zach the Beast probably have the same pit window now to pit next, as does Kai. So top three will all be pitting right around the same. So it looks like everybody's almost pretty much a second off each other.
But there's more rubber.
As
More rubber on the track. So these guys are starting to find some more grip now.
yeah, definitely get ready to see more times up as Books gets another 3 second. And Books is on the soft, so probably broke his wing and is now on those softs. Or he did pit on the no, he pit on lap 5, so he could put brand new softs on. As Zach the Beast does make the pass on Mike, but will he make it stick? Mike gets a really good run out of the corner, and looks like Mike does have to stay behind, or Zach has to stay behind Mike for another lap. What Kai needs to do is, with Zach behind the slower, harder tires than Mike, is he needs to catch up as much as possible to him to have any type of chance to get past Zach where he's uncomfortable, or get past Mike the same time and same place as Zach does, so he doesn't lose any extra time. As Butters and Gas Smoking gets another 3 second point. You can see Zach almost desperately trying to find any open spot that Mike gives him, just try to make a pass.
We will begin DRS here. DRS overtake. Pass. Mike is gonna fight it.
Ooh. Wheel to wheel coming through.
Hopefully we saw that exit, but Zach passes him for the lead.
And
Now it's Kai's turn to pass Mike.
yeah, Kai needs to pass Mike on this corner right now so he doesn't lose any unnecessary time to Zach. And that's just not ideal for Kai. That means he needs to get past Mike and push almost twice as much as Zach right now, or even harder, depending on how far Zach gets away from Mike. This looks like is trying to make a move on Mike. Looks on the inside, kind of gets the door shut on him, and has to stay even longer behind Mike, which Zach now has a 2 second lead on him. So Kai really suffering from not getting past that Haas on that straightaway. Now it's 3 seconds. Kai just needs to get past him on the straight with no fuss. Nice and simple. Keep the car clean, and looks like Butters is in the pits again. Does he have a broken wing?
We'll find out. Yes, he does have a broken wing.
As he puts on the hard, so he's hoping to go to the end here, 20 laps on those hard. So I believe he's in the puncture range, so he's gonna try to be real nice to those tires.
Yeah, some of these guys are still not. They're still having a little bit of a struggle to find grip here, and they're hitting the wall here.
Yeah, you gotta be this track you can't really force your car into any corners. You gotta let the track take your car through the corner as hopefully as smooth as possible. Because the jerkier you are in these corners, the more likely you're gonna go wide and smash that end plate right off.
Yeah,
Looks like Caesar's on the back of me.
I was watching Zach just now. He just, of course, ago he did. Even your leaders still have to struggle to find grip.
Yeah, with all that clear air too. As it looks like Caesar is on the back of Mary. Caesar, they're both on the same age of tire, but Mike is on the soft. Caesar is on the softer. As it looks like we had Mike's been right on the penultimate corner. Oh my goodness, how was that so hard to say?
Caesar saved it.
Yeah, no, Caesar needs to stay behind Mary, get as close as possible, and try to pass her on the straight. As Ron Swanson's now P3 because of Mike's spin. It looks like he will hold it through the straight because I don't think Watchman is close enough with that DRS to pass. Does Caesar get a better run out of the corner? He does. He activates DRS. Does he have enough speed to pass him? Gets the nose there, pushes Mary wide. Can Mary push him wide? No, no, they don't. And loses P6, and Bucks almost was very dangerous there to get past that AlphaTauri as well on those soft compound tires, which I think only have a lap or two left in them.
Ron Swanson up to P3. Really strong race pace from him.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the race, his quality pace doesn't show it, but his race pace is scary fast. As I'm also surprised there's been no safety cars as well. Everybody's been pretty spread out, so safety cars can't be caused by people pushing each other too wide and taking off their wheels. As Watchman needs to get closer to Ron Swanson on this corner to be in range to have an attempt to pass him.
Oh, looks past Jane. He didn't pass Jane, but he was right behind Jane. That dirty air almost lost his car coming out of turn 3.
Yeah, let's look up at Zach. Zach has all the clean air in front of him, but you still see him lose the back end, not being able to put the car in the corner the way he wants. He's been having difficulty controlling the car and putting the car where he wants him. And he has almost a full track of clean air in front of him. Just having a car in front of you pushing that air and not allowing you to have the downforce that you expect from your car is so deadly. As it looks like the Racing Points swap positions and hefted has finally came back into a points position, as the Red Bull team, uncharacteristic of them, they're at the bottom after just taking the lead in the constructors. They're at risk of losing that lead. And it looks like we have gotten to the place again where everybody has spread out a bit. Another bad voice crack.
Books kind of picks for new tires. He was on softs, but on the hards here.
Yeah, those softs are horrible race tires. Yep, for like 3 to 4 laps, those tires feel great. You feel it that you can take that car anywhere you want. But as soon as that as soon as that fifth lap comes along, they do not feel as good as you want them to be. And Books is all the way down to P12, and Bad Hunt House does get a pass on Slingshot. Now he's back into a points-paying position.
Watchman, 3-second tap penalty.
How many 3-second time penalties is that? Because
I think 6.
So Watchman pushing his car a little too much and just using way too much track.
Yeah, he's trying to get past Ron Swanson, but that dirty 8 mirror is such a factor here, and it sucks.
And Gas Smoking gets another 3-second as Books looks like he's trying to make a move on Slingshot. Yeah, as Zach DePete now back into his comfortable lead, 6 seconds over Kai. So what Kai needs right now is either to start putting pace in Zach to hopefully knock a end plate off that car, or just to have more pace than Zach right now, which does not look like it's going to happen. And Washman's still looking on the back of on Swanson here. He's been looking on the back of that McLaren for a few laps now. Probably getting sick and tired of that orange-blue car leading him down this track. Oh, that probably hurts the Kai's chance of passing Zach and winning, because now they have to get past Zach and put a 3-second gap on him if Zach does not get another penalty, which Zach is really good of not pushing those track limits. As Watchman now pits. Watchman's definitely been really hard on those tires. So Watchman's probably going to come in for another pit, maybe a 3-stop. Yeah, Watchman's probably going for a 3-stop. Mike still hasn't pit from P13 to P4, so definitely a really good result from starting on those hards. Being quiet, and Buck still hasn't been able to get past Slingshot here, as Slingshot gets a 3-second. Definitely uncharacteristic of him to have a time penalty like that. And looks like Brooks will make that move stick with almost no ERS, and Slingshot has a full bank of it. As Diff gets a 3-second. And we're back on the stage where everybody's about a second off. And it's just a chess match now. Yeah, it's been a very quiet race for the next few laps. Andrew Caesar gets a 3 second, so looks like everybody's gonna probably have a 3 second penalty on their hands, which is good or bad, as he looks like he has end plate damage. The Alpha Mary has almost no right part of it of their wing, so that AlphaTauri probably gonna come in on those hards sooner more than later, as Watchman gets very close to Mary here, just pass her. Yeah, and watch. Yep. From the top four that started this race, Kai and Zach are the only two that managed to either keep their position or move up, as now coming out of the pits with a new set of mediums. So
Ron
they are
Swanson also goes into bits for a new set of mediums.
they're probably hoping to go to the end on these mediums. Which, if I remember, Ron Swanson did do a few laps on those mediums during quali, so those mediums already have some time on those. As looks like Caesar and Mary are coming in. Mary, definitely unsurprising, just because of the wing damage. Gonna put on mediums, as did also putting on. Looks like to be hards. So 13 laps on those hards, hoping to have a better end of the stint than everybody else. Mike still hasn't pit on those 17 lap old hards. And keeping it clean, have not seen any part of his end plate fly off, as Zach has a 30-second lead on Kai, so he should be coming in the pits. Yes, he is. Probably gonna slap on a brand new set of mediums. The real question is, when will Mike pit? Because Mike should be pitting right now. Slap on a set of mediums and get to the end of the race, as Butters gets another 3 second on those hards as Ron Swanson gets passed. As looks like Kai makes up another almost 4 seconds on Zach just from pitting a lap earlier. So Kai making those undercuts work, as Mike makes his first pit stop and probably only to the medium. So the start on hard's definitely working out for him. He drops behind Books, so Books probably will not be pitting again. So he needs to get past Books. The closest action we do have right now is Mike on Books. As we're starting the litter of all over the track now. Definitely gonna be a fun time cleaning that up for all the stewards afterwards.
I cleaned up for the tier 1 race. That's tomorrow night.
Yeah. As Mike's looking on the pass on Books. Books really not able to put up a fight. Mike gets past easy.
Kai gets the fastest lap at the race, so he'll get an extra point if he can hold on to that.
Yeah, and it looks like we have as Asdiv has spun and lost the whole left side of his wing, so that's gonna be his debut race for points probably over if we don't have any type of safety car.
Oh, I think he doesn't win.
Yeah, he has no rights to the wing as Butters is coming in. Probably gonna put on mediums here for the last 11 laps. That's definitely within those mediums range. Definitely went a little bit short, and he's going on the softs. Ooh, that's...
Oh, Gas Smoking doesn't have Indian plates above his size of his wing.
So yeah, he's probably gonna try to stretch those. He's gonna stay on those mediums. He's probably gonna try to. He's gonna lose time, but he might be going for fastest lap at the end, just to take that point away from anybody. Probably gonna try to help his teammate Bad Hunt House as much as possible, just so he can stay on the top of the drivers' championship. Yeah, Zach the Beast goes the fastest now with a 1:39.3. Everybody pretty much spread out. Kai is falling back yet again, going from a 2.3 from Zach exiting the pits to up to 3 seconds. So Kai probably having that 1 lap pace on Zach, but Zach has a better race pace. And here comes Bad Hunt House coming into the pits for the final time. Got to be on those mediums. As will Gas Smoking come into the pits is the real question.
Oh, he hit the wall a little bit. Gas Smoking.
And that's probably where he lost his end plate the last time. Bad Hunt House will come out in the pits in P9. Definitely not the race Red Bull needs, and Gas Smoking will stay out for another lap. And Zach does increase his lead to 3.4 seconds, so definitely putting a gap from him and Kai.
Have a little bit of a battle for ninth between Bad Hunt House and Butters. Oh, middle of the contact. Bad Hunt House keeps fighting for it.
Yeah, Butters being on those softer tires. If Bad Hunt House, if he knows better, he will let Butters pass as soon as possible, so he's not losing time on Mary or Caesar, and is hopefully will get a toe on these straights, and he will get past Butters, because Butters needs to pit yet again, unless he can somehow go a full 12 laps on those softs, as looks like Butters has no left end plate and almost lost his right end plate on trying to get past Bad Hunt House.
Yeah, there again is a pit in the back. Time to fly all day.
Butters gets another 3 second. I'm pretty. If my memory serves me correct, Zach the Beast has not been out of P1 all race. He's been controlling it the whole time. If he can keep fastest lap, which I believe he does. Yeah, he does. If he can keep fastest lap, he will pretty much own the whole weekend. He started in pole, stayed in pole the entire race, and really hasn't looked back.
This has been a pretty strong season for Zach so far. He has been showing some big improvement recently throughout the season. Yeah, Pretty good for Zach.
And looks like Az did get the fastest lap at a 1:39.3, and I just don't think Zach the Beast mediums have that pace in them right now.
Yeah, Zach the Beast is just vibing at this point in P1.
Yeah, Zach the Beast he's just got to keep that car in between the lines, not get any unnecessary penalties, and make sure he does not need to take any unnecessary pit stops. Yeah, everybody's pretty much in their own race right now, and Gas Smoking is coming into the pits. So he might be putting on some softs, which I believe the softs can go for this amount of laps. Oh, he puts on hards and a brand new wing, so he's just looking to finish this race. It looks like As If is going for another fastest lap, as he was a 10th up. And he is actually a 10th down from his time.
Yeah. Quite a few people have missed this race. Both runners of Dark Flash and Wavy both missed this race. Henchman missed this race. And Zach the Beast's teammate, Zach Barkley, missed this race too.
So
Quite
looks
a few
like
people
Zach
missing this race.
Well, this track is highly hated, as
That's
I
true.
have seen in a bunch of people's comments, as Gas Smoking gets another 3 seconds. That's not for the teams where both drivers have shown up. Besides the Mercs, has been pretty much a nightmare for them. Butters almost spinning twice, getting all the penalties he has, and breaking his breaking his wing as much as he has. Both racing points just look like they have not had the pace all day. Both Red Bulls having just an unlucky day. Just not a good day for them at all. As we watch Watchman almost playing Need for Speed Tokyo Drift there with his Formula 1 car. Ron Swanson steadily catching up to Watchman here. It looks like Gas Smoking is back into the pits to probably put on a fresh set of softs, as he's taking a 5-second penalty for serving 5 seconds. This race has been quite uneventful as I thought it would be. It's a closed circuit. Thought people would be a lot more aggressive and careless on where they make these moves, just because it's almost extremely hard. No retirements, no safety cars, no VSCs, especially with how this track's grip feels. So definitely a very surprising race. This guy is slowly losing Zach here.
Look at
Yeah,
the race director right now. Watchman has nine seconds in time penalties, so I think Ron actually in that 9 second gap. So Ron can actually snag a podium here.
yeah. Ron Swanson may be able to get a podium, and Mike might be able to get past Watchman here if he starts to step it up, because Watchman's tires will start to feel a little sluggish and have less grip. Yeah, Salty. This track's definitely been dramatic for the Tier 5 race tonight. Definitely has been weird. You know, Rain,
Well,
and Watchman gets another 3 seconds, so
12
that
seconds in time penalties.
yeah, so that almost puts Mike here in contention for P4 if Watchman gets another 3 seconds. As the Red Bull of Bad Hunt House is now on the back of Mary of the AlphaTauri. He's looking to hopefully salvage something out of this race, because Zach the Beast will be will probably retake the lead in the Drivers' Championship. Bad Hunt House is trying to make sure the hit he takes today is as small as possible.
Oh, okay.
As he almost runs in the back of Mary coming out of the last corner. And he will take that position and now sets his sights on Enter Caesar. And Zach the Beast almost has a full 10 seconds on the next person on the track. Has nobody in front of him, nobody behind him. He is trying to keep that car from hitting the wall and crashing him out.
And Zach, Ron, Mike, and Bad House keeping it clean and steady this whole entire race with no penalties. So props to them.
Yeah,
Guys.
almost they're probably doing the same strategy as how you do in Tier 4. How you yeah, drive a little bit slower, but you keep the car between the lines, not force any unnecessary penalties, and if you stay behind a group of people that do have time penalties and do push the car over those ledges, you can gain 2 to 3 positions just off of time penalties.
Indeed.
Definitely something to look for. And Ron Swanson's now within 3 seconds of Watchman, so he's definitely catching up, but I don't think it is fast enough for him to catch up. Or he just caught up almost a full second on Watchman, and Watchman's tires may be going off that cliff.
As Bad Hunt House is also trying to pass Caesar for a P7. A little bit of last lap battles. Well, now last lap, but like late race battle. I meant to say. couple late
I'm
race
glad I'm not
battles.
the only one at the speech impediment. So yeah, Bad Hunt House definitely making the most out of this, and Butters, after having an amazing quali, just got another 3-second penalty in P12. Definitely not the race he wanted. Bad Hunt House is now almost pushing Caesar through this last sector, trying to tell him to hurry up. He really wants to get past. He's on the button, has DRS, goes on the inside. Will he have enough to make this move stick? Ooh, Caesar keeps the position, but Bad Hunt House does have DRS for the next straight, which I believe he will be able to get past, but will he have enough ERS to keep the position is the real question. No, he will not, and that will allow Mary to catch up. And Ron Swanson has fallen back to 3.5, and Bad Hunt House sticks his nose on the inside and pushes Caesar wide, which does allow him to make the pass on Caesar and gives him free air.
I think a bit of contact was involved in there, but I don't know.
Could be. We'll be probably seeing that in the steward rooms if there was contact. And Zach the Beast now has a 12-second lead, sitting comfortably up there. Just has 1.5 laps to go. Almost no worry in the world right now on who's behind him, who's in front of him. Definitely been a dominant race from him.
Last race on Monza, he just missed out on podium. It was a thin race for him, just at the very end.
Yeah, Zach can be a very dominant driver if he does have the clean air. As we might see some final lap drama between Mary and Caesar here for the 8th spot. As it looks like Caesar does have wing damage as well. So that's probably a product from Bad Hunt House.
Yeah, I think I saw Caesar make a little bit of contact with that wall.
Ooh. Caesar definitely closed that door right on Mary's face right there. So this is probably going to be these two will probably be a last lap decision between who has P8, as Bad Hunt House has checked out from that and probably has secured the 7th spot. And we are on our final lap, and Books gets another 3 seconds. So that may give Bad Hunt House, if he does not get a 3-second penalty, P6, which will help Bad Hunt's efforts on managing the loss he does get when Zach the Beast wins this race if he does not crash out. As Zach's just entered the final sector. He's been dominant all race. Has not lost the lead for 1 lap or 1 second. From start to finish. From pole position to P1. Top step of the podium. I overestimated how long this, or underestimated how long this was. Zach the Beast will be your Singapore winner. Hi, first race P2, not bad. great way to show up for your BRL debut. Watchman's coming around the final sector. Will his mass amount of penalties affect where he finishes? And will Ron Swanson be able to take away, well, he might be able to take away P3 from Watchman, and might be able to take away P4 from Watchman as well. As Watchman will come in third on podium for the moment. And Ron Swanson will get past Watchman to take that last podium spot. And here comes Mike. Will he be able to do anything about Watchman? He does, and he will knock Watchman down into P5. And here comes Books finishing into P6. So Watchman will keep P5, and will Bad Hunt House be able to pass Books with Books' amount of penalties? And looks like he will, and he will get P6. That is a very good recovery drive from the Red Bull driver, being able to recover the race. So, a very dominant race from Zach the Beast, really not being challenged up there after lap 1. This being a very calm and collective race, definitely more of a chess match than a all-out war. So, it was a very civilized race.
A couple battles here and there, which was pretty good.
Yeah, everybody being respectable to everybody's race, as we watched Zach the Beast hoist the trophy up after being almost basically untouched up there. So
Let's get
definitely
our winners in for an interview.
Yeah, let's get them in. As this is your final finishing order. We have Zach the Beast, followed by Kai, Ron Swanson, Mike, Watchman, Bad Hunt House, Books, Enter Caesar, Mary, Slingshot, as did F1, Butters, and Gas Smokin will be your last finisher. As for the podium sitters from joining the party, please make sure that the check mark is marked on top of the party, and please mute your mic until you're called.
I'll start with PM3, which is Ron Swanson. Ron, P3, solid from your perspective, solid from our perspective in the commentary tonight. What went on in your mind through that race? Talk us through.
Nothing much. I mean, through the entire little first stint of the race from around softs, my car was just terrible. It wouldn't run on softs at all. And then luckily we had speed for mediums, and it went pretty well. I had a couple run-in with some people making some pretty stupid moves when I was on my soft run. Other than that, everything else was pretty good. Nothing else really happened. And we finished P3 because of penalties. But I think I would have been able to get them anyways, but I was not risking dying or possibly getting a penalty at the end there, so I tried to take it as slow as possible because I had 18 seconds to work with.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah. Well, again, soft performance, and time you want to go on P2?
Before we start this, is it Kai or like some other way to say it correctly? Because I've been having the Kai. Okay.
Yeah.
So Kai, first race at BRL, very impressive quality starting P4, and very impressive race at finishing P2. how was it? Lap 1 was very chaotic. You've seemed to be very clean, only messing up your losing an end plate at the end. So how was the race in your perspective?
Yeah, it wasn't like that bad. I mean, I was pushing like every pit window. I pitted a lap earlier than the leader, just to see if I could get close. I got close, but he just pulled away again. So there's nothing really I could do about that. Top job to him. He did well. Yeah, I lost my front wing. Well, I lost a bit of my front wing, and then I had to settle for P2, and there was not a lot really I could do.
Yeah. Those undercuts that that you had were very effective. You went from almost 7 seconds behind to right on the back of his gearbox on your second undercut, which was very impressive for you.
Yeah, I pushed on that out quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah, very impressive from you, especially on your debut. And as we go from somebody that got pole position, I'm pretty sure almost got fastest lap and won and was almost uncontested all the way through the race besides some certain points, we have Zach the Beast. Were you bored all race, or were you just trying to see how smooth you can go through the whole track?
I'll be honest, I really don't know, because I was like, during this race, I was like under the radar a little bit, and like my mind and my physical body, like it was just all over the place, and at the end I was like so close to almost like gagging to puke. I was like, I don't think the race is boring, considering the fact that the new guys in Tier 5, they're competitive. I want to say good job and congratulations to them for getting P2 and P5. Is that correct? Hi. Perfect.
No, they both new guys got P2 and the other one got either P13 or P12. Yeah, he had a unfortunate spin, and that pretty much domino affected in him ending pretty poorly. Too bad for him.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to them. They did give me a race for my money, but coming into Singapore, I honestly thought I wasn't going to be this dominant, because like I was always in practice, I was always spinning out, I was hitting the wall, getting wing damage, and like after like my soft to medium stint, which was, I was planning to do soft to hards, but like I did a last minute change because I never did like a whole stint on the soft mediums. I didn't know that the hards did not feel comfortable with me in the setup, so I did soft mediums like right before this race, and then I decided, yeah, let's do soft mediums, better than soft to hards. And then I lost my train of thought. Oh my. What was the question again? Sorry.
But yeah, we were just talking about how the new drivers finished.
Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, I did get a run by my money. I would say congratulations to them. It was unfortunate that Kai got wing damage at the end, because I did win a good battle, but at the same time, I didn't want like to spin out or anything. I wanted like a hard, intense Titanic scrap for the win. So I would say congratulations to them. And also, there is a chance that I may go manual for Russia, because my friends are peer pressuring me to go on manual, and like I might be practicing like during this Thanksgiving break. I might be practicing for manual for Russia. So be on the lookout for that if I am on manual for Russia.
Okay, so that wraps up our podium interviews. Thank you all for tuning in. And this was Tier 5 at Singapore at BRL. Make sure to tune in for our Tier 2 and Tier 1 tomorrow night at 7:30 and 9:30. If I'm wrong,